Hello everybody. I'm doing a voiceover because the audio got destroyed on my original clip. But this is about Blackbeard algae and my test to find out whether this method actually works. I have a cup here to measure out some easy carbon from Aquarium Co-op. You can use other carbons. I think XL from Seachem is a carbon supplement. And now easy carbon and stuff like that is not liquid CO2. Just want to make that very clear. So I will be measuring out in a cup the amount of liquid carbon for a 20-gallon tank here, and we will be performing the test, and I'm going to try to take pictures on days that I don't do anything and do video on days where I add some more carbon and see what the effects on the Blackbeard algae will be. Right here you can see this is the one I got from Aquarium Co-op, and you can use others like I said. I'm assuming that they'll probably be the same. I have a 1 milliliter syringe that I will be measuring out the dose beforehand so that I will not get confused and add too much to the tank at one time. This is my first 1 milliliter, and for the easy carbon from Aquarium Co-op it is 1 milliliter per 10 gallons. So I will be adding 2 syringefuls here. Now you can use a pipette, you don't have to use a syringe. It's something that I happen to have, so I am using this. And I will then be switching camera angles so you can see what I'm doing here. Here's a picture of the leaf there in the foreground. That is what I'm going to be adding the liquid carbon to, and I do have a needle for this syringe, so I'm going to try to be dosing it more accurately right into the Blackbeard algae on the side of this leaf. Now I do plan on removing the other leaves later on by clipping them off, because I do have a lot of new growth coming up. But I figured it was a good time to take video and do a little experiment before I go ahead and get rid of the leaves with the Blackbeard algae on them and find out what the effects are. I've seen people do this in other videos and comments on YouTube and websites and everything. Now I'm not using hydrogen peroxide. I got some information from one of my other videos. A comment was made about hydrogen peroxide will kill grasses and stuff. So, got to watch out for that fish there. I don't want to hurt the fish, so if they start getting close, I go ahead and just take it out of the tank until I can get back in there, because it is an actual sharp needle. I do not want to hurt the fish. But anyway, it was told to me that the hydrogen peroxide will kill algae, but it will also kill grasses such as my dwarf hairgrass and even my vowel that I have in the back of this tank, and I don't want to kill either one of those, so I cannot use hydrogen peroxide. So that is one warning I want to put out there for everybody, that if you have grass plants, that the hydrogen peroxide method can kill the grasses, and including mosses, I do believe. I'm trying to inject it right into the Blackbeard algae. I'm not actually pushing the needle into the leaf or anything like that. It's just directing the stream of liquid carbon right into the algae to see if this is going to make any effect, or even see if there is a difference made. I plan on I plan on dosing this several times directly into the plants according to the amount of carbon that I could normally add to the tank with the manufacturer's instructions about dosing the tank. And the fish are always very, very curious. So the total, like I said, in this 20-gallon tank will be 2 milliliters of the easy carbon. which, once it disperses in the tank is actually good for the plants anyway. And Aquarium Co-op says that the Easy Carbon is a natural algae inhibitor. So that's good. And you can kind of see some ripples throughout the water there as I inject it through there. It kind of creates a little bit of a disturbance. So I'm trying to get several different spots on there. I've already taken a picture for day 2 since I'm doing this voiceover on day 2, and I haven't seen really any changes, but I will be putting the pictures and videos together as I keep doing this. I will probably be putting this up as its standalone video and each one to come, and then when I decide to go ahead and give my results, I'll probably make one final video with everything put together. My goal in this basically is to treat black-beard algae. I'll probably never get rid of it, and that doesn't really bug me, but I would like to keep it under control in this tank because it seems like it's growing pretty fast. Now, black-beard algae is supposed to be growing on leaves and stuff that, like decaying leaves, but these leaves look pretty healthy to me. They're nice and green. They've always been nice and green, but they are growing black-beard algae very rapidly. Thanks for watching and have a good day.